Please be seated, everybody, and welcome to Edinburgh Napier University's Summer 2025 graduations. There's a real buzz in the hall today, and I'm delighted to declare this ceremony well and truly open. As I listened to the wonderful film that was played a few minutes ago, I could sense the anticipation, the excitement, the pride, as we gather together to celebrate your achievements. It's a buzz I remember from my own graduation. And as Chancellor standing here today, I want to assure you that the life that you have ahead of you will be just as exciting as mine's been. And it will all be the better for having the awards you will receive today. But today is doubly exciting for Edinburgh Napier University as we have the inauguration of our new Principal and Vice-Chancellor. And this is not something that happens every day. In fact, it doesn't even happen very often in the history of an institution. And it's an honor to be involved today. Indeed, today sees us inaugurate just the 5th Principal and Vice-Chancellor in the entire history of this university. Professor Sue Rigby joined us back in January, and we welcome her to the stage now. Welcome, Sue. Now, Sue joined us in January from Bath Spa University, where my daughter spent 4 delightful years. Sue was Vice-Chancellor for 7 years and has also worked at the universities of Lincoln, Cambridge, Leicester and Edinburgh. Indeed, the city of Edinburgh has always been close to her heart. She's lived here for many years. Her sons were brought up and educated here, and she very much calls Edinburgh home. Edinburgh Napier University was therefore very familiar to her before she took on this role, and I know how excited she is about the opportunities that lie ahead. She's a paleontologist by background, and I know Sue will be leaving no stone unturned as she settles into the hot seat. Outside of the day job, Sue has been an integral part of the UK higher education system for a number of years, leading various panels and steering groups to help improve the sector for everyone involved in it. And she's also been a keen supporter of the arts and chairs 2 arts venues, including one on the Isle of Mull. She's also chair of Student Minds, a student mental health charity, a subject that is very close to her heart. As part of the appointment process, Sue had to meet with court members, university staff, our students, and a number of external advisors, and they were in no doubt she is ready and made for this role. She has the personality, the vision, and the experience to lead Edinburgh Napier into its next chapter. Her values align with our values. She's professional, ambitious, inclusive, innovative, and she brings all of these attributes alongside a calm authority, a dose of positivity, and a slice of fun as well. I have no doubt that Sue will make a very positive difference to Edinburgh Napier University. I'm therefore delighted to officially inaugurate Professor Sue Rigby today on behalf of the University Court, and I would ask the Chair of the Court, Rex Tomlinson, to gown Professor Sue Rigby now.
Well, thank you everyone for such a kind welcome. Thank you, Chancellor. And thank you also to the immortal Dick Goggin, who set the poem of Hamish Henderson, The Freedom Come Ye, to the tune that we entered to. If there was ever a song or a poem that represents Edinburgh Napier, it's that one. I too would like to welcome you today to this graduation ceremony. I'm very honoured to stand here as the new Principal and Vice-Chancellor of Edinburgh Napier University, and grateful to University Court for putting its faith in me to guide the institution through its next chapter. I started my job in January, and I've spent the last 7 months learning about who we are and what we're for. I've spent time with professors and cleaners, sabbatical officers and support staff, court members, and the people who lead all of the different parts of the university. This is what I've learned. Edinburgh Napier is unique and truly comprised of difference makers. Staff are passionately committed to the university, and they understand that this is a community, not a location or a history. They are world leaders in their disciplines, but value the opportunity to teach and support learning above all else. They are bound together by passion and by an unswerving moral compass. Their driving purpose is to reduce inequality and to improve lives through their research and teaching. They're doers as well as thinkers. They are the stroppy, knackered, argumentative, and brilliant heart of this institution. My job is to listen and to guide the university through choppy waters. This is a challenging time of financial austerity and uncertainty. It's right that people challenge universities about their purpose and about the value that they offer to society. It's up to us to speak to that challenge and to know our worth. This is straightforward in the case of Edinburgh Napier University, and it's what I will do for the duration of my tenure. In many ways, my learning journey in 2025 has probably been very similar to yours. There's been a lot to learn, and then some. And on some mornings, I felt like all I've achieved is to understand a little of what I still have to learn. But I also understand the power of this institution and some of what's needed to help it thrive in the future. And I understand that our achievements will come from staff and students, and that my role is to support all of you, and that perhaps is enough of a start for now. We are so proud of you, our graduating students, and all that you've accomplished through your studies. We know how hard it's been, and it's been a delight to see you grow through the meeting of that challenge. Your relatives and supporters who are here in the hall are so proud of you. And I say that on their behalf, having been there several times in the last few years. They're also hot, a bit bored, slightly emotional, but they won't tell you that afterwards. They'll just say, "It was brilliant, you were so great on stage." They've stood beside you while you found your feet again and again. They've shared your achievements and worried when they were hard won. You are lucky to have them, as they are incredibly lucky to have you. I want to thank the amazing academic and professional staff who've guided your learning and your life journey through university. It's my great privilege to lead this most passionate and committed staff. We've all been inspired by the resilience and growth that you have demonstrated through your studies, and we are incredibly proud of you today. Because a university qualification is a unique challenge. It requires you to step up from learning to questioning, questioning to challenge, and from challenging to deepening and enriching the subject area you have chosen. In doing so, it takes you into a profound space where you realize that most of the things we think are certain are actually contingent, contextual, and just generally a bit shiggly. Your peak certainty about the world probably came in the weeks after you got your school exam results and before you arrived at university. But your peak ability to deal with an uncertain, contingent, contested, and challenging world is still rising, and you now have the essential tools to thrive in that world. We look up to the intellectual giants for challenging things we once believed were true. Darwin showed us that creatures were not created, but evolved in response to the environments their ancestors encountered. As fellow biologist Thomas Huxley reflected when he fully understood the central idea of Darwin's On the Origin of Species, how extremely stupid not to have thought of that. Newton explained to us how gravity works, but more than 200 years later, it was Einstein who showed us that there's a better description at certain scales of mass and time. An easy mistake to make at the start of your studies is to think that once a correction to a fact is made, we have arrived at the absolute truth. Neither Darwin nor Einstein thought that, and it's plainly ridiculous. That's why science is never verified, it's just not disproved. Any field of study, not just the sciences, has a perfect rear vision, but limited foresight. As graduates, you are at ease with that paradox and able to articulate and navigate it. That is your superpower. A key risk with learning is that it turns inward and becomes an end in itself. At Edinburgh Napier, we understand this. To paraphrase the poet Rudyard Kipling, we think, but don't make thoughts our aim. In this, we hold a true line from John Napier, after whom this university is named. Napier was a wealthy Scot in the time of James VI and I, over 400 years ago. From his home in Merchiston, he designed a system, natural logarithms, that dramatically simplified the challenge of calculation. Napier's bones, a set of simple calculating rods, can make claim to be the forerunner of modern computers. His achievements embody the Napier spirit and purpose, something that has underpinned the study that you have undertaken over the past few years. We seek to learn so that we can make positive and practical changes to the world around us. You will carry that attribute through your lives, and your impact will be significant because of it. The world into which you graduate is uncertain, challenging, fragile, and full of wonder. You will need to take a stand against the simplification and polarization of nuanced arguments. Resist any pressure to reduce complicated issues into black and white thinking. You will need to believe in the practical application of learning to solve problems. You will need to be bold and resilient. You will need to hold on to the glory and wonder of a world full of music, discovery, community, and the healing power of compassionate humanity. But you are not alone. There are nearly 190,000 graduates of Edinburgh Napier living all over the world. They are your network and support, and our brilliant alumni team can help you to be part of that community and to benefit from it. In addition, as a university, we are here for you, whether that's in ongoing career support, a quick reference, or just an email to ask for help or advice. You matter to us, and your life journey is part of our identity. Whether you like it or not, you are family now. As Napier graduates, I have no fears for your futures. I know you will accomplish all of this with apparent ease and humour. People will rely on you. You will help. And in doing so, you will change the world. And that is perhaps the burden of a degree, of having spent so much time learning to engage with the world with courage and with nuance. You are a player, not a spectator, and much is expected of you. Trust your abilities and skills, and you will go far. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, Sue, for that inspiring speech. We wish you the very best of luck with your new role, and I know that we all look forward to working with you more. I would now like to invite the President of ENSA, who I'm very jealous of because he's shortly going on holiday to Ghana, one of my favourite places, Evans Egan, to give his address.
Thank you so much. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the court, academic board, graduates, and distinguished guests, good morning to you all. It's both an honor and a genuine privilege to stand before you once again to deliver the ENSA vote of thanks on behalf of everyone gathered here today. I am sincerely humbled and grateful to have been entrusted with a second term as ENSA president. And in this role, I take great pride in joining you to mark this celebration. But today is not about me, it's about you. Today is more than a celebration of academic achievement. It's a tribute to the resilience, courage, and quiet determination it has taken you to reach this far. From the endless assessments, exams, and the struggle of reducing a Turnitin similarity score from 50% to 15, we see you. These qualities remind me of a powerful reflection on what it means to dare greatly, a thought I will return to shortly. But first, let us pause to honor the remarkable community whose support has made this journey unforgettable. Let me begin by recognizing those who lit the path beside and behind us, our brilliant lecturers and academic mentors. Your dedication has gone far beyond textbooks and timetables. You challenged our thinking, nurtured our curiosity, and offered guidance when the road got tough. To our counselors, career and placement advisors, administrators, IT and library staff, and the ever-supportive ENSA and alumni teams, thank you for being the quiet force behind our wider university experience. And to the unsung heroes of our daily lives, facility staff, security teams, and those who kept us fed and safe. Your presence has meant more than words can express. Let's offer a heartfelt round of applause to all of you for being a very heartbeat of this university community. Now to you graduates, what a road it has been. You've endured nights that bled into mornings, assessment that wouldn't write itself, and pressures that could have broken you. Yet, here you are. You stayed the course, rose to every challenge, and carried your dreams through storms. It hasn't been easy, and that's what makes today so meaningful. This moment is yours, and by courage, sacrifice, and your unwavering belief that you belonged here all along. So please, give yourself the loudest applause for your strength, your journey, and the recognition that you deserve. Lastly, our final and perhaps most heartfelt round of applause belongs to your families, friends, and loved ones, including those who couldn't be here today. Graduates, if you are able, I invite you to stand, turn around, and face the audience. Take a moment and look into the eyes of those who have gathered here to celebrate your success. Their love steadied you, their sacrifices lifted you, and their belief in you helped carry you to this finish line. Your triumph is also theirs, so let's honor them now with the loudest, most joyous applause we can give for walking every single step with you. Thank you so much. You can be seated. And before I take my seat, I'd like to leave you with a speech often referred to as the man in the arena, delivered by Theodore Roosevelt in 1910. It has been a guiding reflection for me, and I hope it inspires you as you step forward into your next chapter. And it reads, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how strong man stumbles, or where the doers of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails whilst daring greatly. Today, as we celebrate all that you've achieved and all that lies ahead, may you never hesitate, but always choose to step into the arena and continue to dare greatly. Congratulations once again to the class of 2025.
Chancellor, I'm pleased to present students from the School of Applied Sciences for the following awards. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of work entitled An Investigation into the Perpetration of Online Sexual Harassment, Who are the Perpetrators and What are the Predictors of Sexual Harassment Online? Niall Buchanan. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of work entitled Tracing Methane-Derived Carbon from Microbes to Trout in Upland Streams, Michael Christopher Hinchcliffe. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of work entitled Developing Gregarine Apicomplexans as Aquatic Symbiosis Model Systems, Kevin Owen McKinley. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of work entitled The Crisis in Masculinity, a Lacanian Perspective on Man as the Weaker Sex, Massimiliano Mura. For the award of Masters by Research for a programme of work entitled Evaluating Measures of Malevolent Creativity, Muna Ali. For the award of Masters by Research for a programme of work entitled A Spotlight on Creativity, Narcissism and the Performing Arts, Melissa McCullen. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Animal and Conservation Biology, Gordon Robert Bryce. Faith Callan. Jay Cotter. Alison Cowan. Logan Ellis. Dylan Fury. Hannah Leach. Lucy Lilburn. Louise Lee. Lauren Elizabeth Drummond McCrossan. Bethany Muirhead. Blair Monroe. Winner of the University Award, Michael James Talinto Preston. Caitlin Stratton. Clarice van der Zee. Ashley Megan MacDonald. For the award of Master of Science, Applied Criminology and Forensic Psychology, Ahmed Ann. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Applied Microbiology, Sean James Greenan. Cora Flora Mackenzie. For the award of Master of Science, Applied Social Research, Paul Akihulum Arajikahi. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Biological Sciences, Abigail Anderson. Morgan Doherty. Rebecca Dunsmore. Joanna Ganshiva. Jenna Gargago. Heather Agnes Harvey. Amy McAndrew. Ian MacLeod. Winner of the University Award, Daisy Patton. Jodie Turner. Star Alana Wellstead. For the award of Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences, Alexander Mutter. For the award of Master of Science, Biomedical Science, Rafiq Hamad. Winner of the David Mincher Research Excellence Award, Modesta Abigail Aniki. Devika Gopakamu Santhas Kumare. Sajita Mahato. Farhan Nazir. Harish Kumar Pagdala. Kamaruddin Penamalatuli Amalil Shasuzidin. Pujan Ashibal Prajapati. Sejana Shakustusan Sikh. Violet Svawa. Sally Thangjam. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate Biomedical Science, Meridula Klitos. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Biomedical Science, Hannah Afzal. Kinat Afzal Nat. Nadia Amadjit. Olivia Elizabeth Anderson. Edurne Garcia Bermudez. Tyler Lee Cameron. Shannon Heather Brown. Johnny Canton. Emma Christie. Romina Marcia Crola. Sasha Ellen Fitzsimmons. Jason Forsyth. Robert Ross Galvin. Jordan Goch. Jennifer Hartman. Katie Ruda Henry. Dale Daniel Leach. Aliyah Ifran. Brianna Jack. Reese Clark. Olga Lochowska. Eleanor Louise Mann. Amy Lee McCurry. Bilal Nakash. Anna Reith. Orleth Rickenberg. Phoebe Reed. Winner of the Royal Society of Biology Top Student Award, winner of the University Award, Alex Ellie Erin Robbie Davis. Paulina Janeth Roquette Karat. Nesreen Hamidi Mohammed Nasabir. Abby Rose Taylor. Nathalia Kwashwani Pereira Timana Hittij. Amy Kathleen Jane Watt. Winner of the Biochemical Society Undergraduate Recognition Award, Heather Woods Rubadu. Hannah Caitlin Woolsley. Yusehir Zahar. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate, Blended and Online Education, Nicole Saffron Clark. Olivia Cabarello. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma, Careers Guidance and Development, Lisa Jane Galloway. Christopher James Harris. Elizabeth Mary Hughes. Heather Irvin. Alicia Daniel Lascelles. Ailey Marie Elizabeth McKechnie. Joanna Catherine McLean. Etulia Akiritini Martini. Leona McCarty. Colin Robert James Mole. Greg Patterson. Connor Kerr Phillips. Tatabod Serha Eni. Katrina Steele. Margaret Taylor. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Criminology, Jasmine May Hurrell Abassi. Ryan Peter Archibald. Brooke Lana Crocker Bowles. Rebecca Catherine Brown. Jodie Bryson. Ella Olivia Burns. Alicia Byrne. Emma Campbell. Amy Cram. Katie Jane Davidson. Sophie Dixon. Christy Easton. Winner of the University Award, Matilde Foss. Ruth Joanna Fowler. Abby Caitlin Gray. Tara Mary Hamilton. Ellie Jennifer Horstman. Holly Isabel Johnston. Kim Robin Johnson. Abby Kay. Erin Kelly. Billy Marion Logan. Megan Losa. Leanne Sandy Lyle. Lewis Tom McCauley. Mia McDermott. Sienna McKenzie. Paige Malcolm. Alex Martin. Cara McDonald. Sky McGarrity. Emma McKinnon. Alicia McNabb. Kirby Mitchie. Maisie Mout. Leo Bobby Murray. Amy Marie Naldret. Alicia Louise Newman. Kai Nisbet. Jessica Patterson. Isabel Phillips. Lucy Mary Reed. Millie Rice. George Ritchie. Benjamin Roper. Cameron Rule. Jack Sharp. Holly Shovlin. Sophie Nicole Smith. Olivia Sutherland. Alice Vanessa Tappington. Imogen Taylor Farron. Amelia Thackeray. Chloe Louise Thompson. Zoe Tong. Bronte Sarah Varney. Matthew Forbes Waters. Kayla Wilson. Neve Wright. Ugne Zulet. For the award of Master of Science, Drug Design and Biomedical Sciences, Bilbimol Baby. Nithu Mol Bindu. Olamide Moses Dada. Abdul Rahman Firaz Basha. Gob Krishna. Ambrina Khan. Sanju Kharel. Munatha Kudalin. Abhilash Kumar. Kezia Anna Matthew. Shaniba Palen Kuzhinyan. Hashbia Dharmendrahabe Patel. Ariana Virginia Ponte. Pooja Prakash. Venkata Se Krishna Setalim. Guyana Shaj. Aksa Tariq. Anna Maria Vargas. For the award of Professional Graduate Diploma in Education, Biology, Manhil Asim. Jack Carberry. Kirsty Elizabeth Dow. Ian Thomas Elric. Andrew Fairley. Matiana Gibb. Ryan Gill. Grace Jessman. Flora Johnston. Nicole McCarthy. Cassandra McGregor. Themba Muntheli. Benjamin Andrew Cormac Sugden. Georgia Wilson. Winner of the University Award, Katie Christine Wood. For the award of Professional Graduate Diploma in Education, Chemistry, Achila Anthony. Christopher Wong. For the award of Professional Graduate Diploma in Education, English, Charlotte Baskerville. Jamie Lee Beck. Fiona Fullerton. Georgia Dick. Katie Eleanor Fraser. Jessica Freeman. Courtney Shirley Annette Glover. Bella Haney. Abby Elizabeth Jameson. Lindsay Chloe Elizabeth Lynette. Rona Alison Mackay. Lee Taylor. Meredith Taylor. Austin Christie. Leah Godfrey. April Leslie McKay. Marie Elizabeth McClellan. Xander David Cameron Snedden. Ben Ewan Strang. Michael Charles Wynne Roberts. For the award of Professional Graduate Diploma in Education Physics, Ilza Thankman George. Rachel Irvin. Sarah Elizabeth Woodhouse. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Marine and Freshwater Biology, winner of the University Award, Paige Dodds. Suzanne Gray. Liam James Thorpe. Alexander Tilson. Callum David Turnbull. For the award of Master of Science, Medical Biotechnology, Futama Adbala Ali. Mioma Mosumula Osawanaya. Aswathi Sikiskumaran Nir. Sandra Sopan. Deyaya Sukesh. Vithusa Uthayaraman Man. For the award of Master of Science, Pharmaceutical and Analytical Science, Rusa Ali. Sadiq Uluwadamaleri Bello. Anutrisa George. Juanita Hamid. Janu Johnson. Cornelius Ramaya Joseph Fernando. Prasanna Kumar Kakumanu. Aramede Ulawakaname Arajueju. Mercy Blessing Omiki. Kevisha Manishabaha Paramar. Watagala Gedara Ashindadi Imashara Rathakanayaka. Antika Sajid. Salma Salim. Shagupta. Busarat Olyanika Sodia. Verity Orasitamian Tanko. Jithya Maria Thomas. Asna Vadakakail. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Policing and Criminology, Bryce Bissett. Holly Bolton. Emily Brown. Logan Cavan. Connor Chalmers. Martina Ciccarelli. Chloe Isles. Katie Foss. Maya Juliet Hangen. Rose Mora Harper. Iona Elizabeth Jackson. Connor Jordan. Callum Alistair David Kennedy. Emma Isabel MacDonald. Matthew Thomas McAdam. Thomas McBride. Alana Yvonne McCormack. Millie Karen McDade. Jodie McPhee. Chloe Ann Nystrom. Bogdan Daniel Sfaru. Caitlin Smith. Emily Stratton. Yanisa Christia Texilia. Josh Walker. Abby Jo Watson. Nicholas Weatherhog. For the award of Bachelor of Science, Policing and Criminology, Olivia Thompson. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Psychology, Connor Bruce. For the award of Bachelor of Arts Psychology, Kirsty Smith. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Psychology, Niaira Yasmin Ali. Jennifer Beveridge. Jolanta Zofia Belovska. Kirsty Emily Bone. Ariana Brown. Katie Chamberlain. Ailey Cool. Claire Elizabeth Cunningham. Aaliyah Earl. Katie Flint. Shannon Gallagher Murdoch. Carolina Goluch. Erin Graham. Ella Harrison. Rhiannon Jones. Kira Knox. Georgia Hart MacDonald. Andrew McLean. Grace McPherson. Jonathan McFerrin. Marlisa Jane Ann McKill. Fiona McIntosh. Caitlin Ann McIntosh. Hannah McKay. Gabriel McLaughlin. Kirsten Monroe. Chantel Margaret Olensky. Carla Oliveira. Lewis Padwick. Gabrielle K. Proctor. Cameron Reid. Winner of the University Award, Famke Ann Hroers. Zoe Scott. Elliot Lloyd Thompson. Corey Kyle Turnbull. Tessa Uzeli De Marie. Elizabeth Rees. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Psychology with Sociology, Angelo Afano. Mazin Khamis Humaid Al-Busaidi. Teresa Bachkarj. Olivia Brown. Isabel Buckley. Lauren Bust. Kiana Connaughton. Winner of the University Award, winner of the British Psychological Society Award, Zoe Ellis. Emily Fish. Erin Kate Fowler. Casey Garrick. Ross Hinton. Rosie Joyner. Stella Catherine Lumsden. Rachel Martin. Erin Hillary Mitchell. Jenny Max Rothney. Rebecca Senton. Ruth Stewart. Sebastian Stewin. Virginia Tato. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Social Sciences, Fedoria Abifarin. Nidai Fatou Balde. Eve Blakey. Innes Houston Campbell MacDonald. Jonathan Allen Craig. Rebecca Dolan. Yasmin Desuli. Neve Avril Geddes. Claire Glennie. Amy Graham. Amy Janet Hayes. Amelia Catherine Smallshaw Howard. Oliver Jones. Callum McLean. Lucy Skye McHattie. Hannah McIntosh. Ruben Michael Atticus Sonny Milne. Winner of the University Award, Gerda Lise Numerjo. Kia Lee Reddy. Caitlin Saunders. Emily Simpson. Francis Skelly. Kirsten Smiley. Connor Jason Allen Smith. Lily Grace Stubbs. Megan Helen Tom. Ailey Mary Thompson. Fraser Maxwell Thompson. Ellie Thornton. Robin Waddle. Jennifer Taylor Watt. Millie Webster. Elisa Whittaker. Holly Elise Wilson. Excellent. Hannah Grace Winters Halstead. For the award of Bachelor of Arts, Social Sciences, Megan Brown. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate, Teaching and Supporting Learning in Higher Education, Usama Amar. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Veterinary Nursing, Rebecca Gilgund. Jessica Jane Smith. For the award of Master of Science, Wildlife Biology and Conservation, Mehran Abbas. Joa Felipe Alves Silva. Poppy Megan Patterson Dempster. Ayla Seeger Kendall. Hamsha Rajkumar. Ragi Washai Salwaharame. Chancellor. That concludes the presentation of students from the School of Applied Sciences.
It's not quite over yet, because you haven't graduated yet. I now need to read the Act of Conferment, so would all graduands who are able to stand, please stand. By the powers vested in me, by the University Court and the Academic Board of Edinburgh Napier University, I confer the awards for which you have been presented today. For those eligible for an award but unable to attend today's ceremony, I am pleased to confer their awards in absentia. Many congratulations to all. You are all now graduates. Please be seated. Days like today remind me why I became Chancellor of Edinburgh Napier University. I love learning, and you should never ever stop learning because you never know where life is going to take you. There is an old adage that knowledge is power, and therefore education is the fuel of that power. One of my responsibilities as Chancellor, I believe, is to bring the outside world into the university and into the graduations. And it would be dishonest of me not to acknowledge the situation we see in the world today. And some of you may be worried. Certainly one of you is worried. There are huge challenges. What is happening in the economy? The tragedies happening in Ukraine and the Middle East, and the climate crisis and our overheating world. But with the exception of the climate, we have been through some of this before. I remember terrible, similar turbulent times in the 1970s, the Middle East oil crisis, the rampant inflation, and war culminating in the Russian invasion of Afghanistan in 1979-80, which I witnessed. History has a habit of repeating itself, but like then, the key thing is that we learn from it, but only if we choose to learn from it. By being the graduates who choose to continue to learn, you will put yourself ahead of those that don't, those that repeat the mistakes of the past. Because no matter how worrying the world might look, there are always opportunities to do better. There are always ways to improve the world. And I believe passionately that you will find your way of being part of that change and making that difference. In my day-to-day life, I've been on the board of a variety of companies and institutions, such as the Royal Air Force, and at each of them, I've sought out those that studied at Edinburgh Napier, those that once sat in the seats that you're sitting in now. And I can tell you, I've been hugely impressed at the positive conversations I've had. I'm talking about graduates working at the Scottish Events Campus, the Hydro based by the Clyde, graduates working at Clyde Space, the Scottish-based space technology company, and indeed graduates at the Royal Air Force, where I was involved with setting up Space Command. And even graduates working here in Edinburgh at Craneware PLC, which develops software for the US hospital industry. Without fail, all these Edinburgh Napier alumni have spoken warmly and positively about their time at this university and of the employment opportunities their degrees have given them. They tell me when they go for a job interview, their degree carries weight and it's highly respected. And when it comes to jobs, I think it's really important that you all get out there and find one. That might seem like an obvious thing to say, but I'll explain what I mean. I've mentored a lot of young people, and I tell them, get out there and do something after university, because as long as you're doing something, you're always learning. And through that learning, you will get closer all the time to where you want to be. Many young people I see now entering the workplace have been and done something slightly different for 3 or 4 years. They will have learned. They've learned about processes, about people, about business, about their institution that they're in. Many of you will have completed some sort of work experience during your course, or you'll have worked part-time to support yourself here in Edinburgh. No matter what you've done, at whatever level, in whatever sector, don't underestimate the importance of it. For you too will have learned something, and through that, you will learn through life, and you will draw on these experiences. Just as life and technology that supports us becomes much more complex and multifaceted, so must we. We need to be more polymathic these days. We need to understand as many subjects as possible and how they're all interlinked, and how we can use our knowledge to solve problems and make progress. That is how we humans will maintain our edge over AI and the robots that some predict will inherit the earth. It's what Edinburgh Napier has taught you to do well, how to make that difference. You will tread many paths in your career, but please don't be afraid to make that first step. Even if it's not immediately starting your dream job or your favorite industry. From starting out as a junior helicopter crew in the dark and cold North Sea to ending up working alongside Sir Richard Branson at Virgin, my career would not have been what it was if I didn't just continue to learn. And you end up in the place of your dreams, having taken you through that. I'm 65 now, and I wake every morning ready to learn. I devour the news to learn more about the issues of the day, and then how I can put that learning to practical use in the work that I'm involved in. And you know what? The advantage of that kind of learning is that no one makes you sit down the hall and do an exam anymore. So as you leave the hall today for some well-deserved celebrations, reflect on your success and all you've achieved. Graduating is a huge achievement. But tomorrow, wake up, be curious, learn something new about the world. Today is a stepping stone to your future success. Walk forward with confidence, walk forward with pride. This is your day, enjoy it. Congratulations once again to you all, and I now declare this graduation ceremony closed. And now, please be upstanding for the procession. Thank you very much.